2010. Visit dreambats.com and enter coupon code NECBL20 for 20% off your entire online purchase. Top of the fifth, Keene leads it 5-1 as Pat Petteruti returns to the hill. He's gone 2 consecutive scoreless frames in his 8th outing of the year. The Swamp Bats looking to strike for more as they try and increase their gap in front of the Sanford outfit. It's Logan Matthew, Kyle Ball, and Andrew McNeil set to face him. Matthew on the day, 1 for 2. A flyout in the first and an RBI single in the second. That drove home the 5th of Keene's 5 runs that inning. The first baseman digs in and we're set to resume play as we start another inning. Petteruti in his windup goes with his curveball and it sails on him a bit. 1-0 as Matthew let it go. Matthew, one of the older players on this team, a junior. The 1-0 almost connects with him. He had to dip out of the way as he's out of the box to readjust his batting gloves. 2-0. In this Swamp Bat lineup, only upperclassmen, all juniors and seniors, spread amongst the diamond. Petteruti's 2-0, a fastball well outside. Matthew already ahead, 3-0. Petteruti yet to walk a batter, but that stat might be in jeopardy here. Matthew ready as is the pitcher, the 3-0. A fastball catches the zone for strike 1. Matthew almost tossed his bat to the first base dugout, but he holds on to it at the last moment, sparing a bit of embarrassment. Still has a hitter's count, 3-1. Petteruti looking to get back in the count. The 3-1 gets Matthew to swing and miss. Took something off it, and the lefty not anticipating it as he swung right through it. From 3-0 down, Petteruti has a 3-2 count. A chance to climb the mountain and come right back. The lefty lowers his glove. The payoff pitch, a fastball below the zone, ball 4. Matthew instead tosses his bat as he did almost on a 3-0 count. He leads off the frame with his first walk, the first for Petteruti. He stands on first ahead of Kyle Ball, yet to record a hit today. 2 flyouts to his credit, both ending the innings he batted in. That's the first leadoff man to reach against the Brown left-hander. Ball takes his time as he steps back in for his third at-bat. Matthew a couple steps off first. Petteruti takes a look as a ball fouls one away. Back in the second inning, Ball and Twitchell engaged in quite a good battle between pitcher and batter. At one point, the righty at the plate squared away and knocked away 6 foul balls as he swings and misses at an 0-1. Goes all the way to the backstop. Matthew up to second. Thought initially that the catcher, Buckley, thought it was a foul ball, and now they're ruling no swing on Matthew's part, rather on Ball's part. A confusing sequence of events as the Swamp Bats have a runner in scoring position still with none out. That will be scored. A wild pitch on Petteruti, but a very odd one at that. Ball cuts on a 1-1 fastball, another foul ball, 1-2 against him. Ever since the Swamp Bats had that 5-run second, they've been threatening. Though Petteruti made quick work of them in his first inning, Mitchell Golden reached third and was there with 1 out. Now his 1-2, a fastball and a foul ball off Ball's bat. The righty, even though he has yet to reach base, he's really getting his money's worth at the plate. This time, he's making Petteruti throw his entire arsenal. A look down at Matthew. Stock holding him off second. Another 1-2, a fastball well upstairs. Petteruti overthrew it a bit as it went at eye level. An even 2-2 count against the junior from Stetson. The Moose man on the mound looking for the inning's first out. Takes a look at Matthew. Another 2-2 offering. Skied into right field and out of play. Another impressive battle put up by Ball. Gary Calhoun, the Swamp Bats skipper, even though he hasn't joined the hit parade, he's giving a great effort at home plate. Another look to Matthew, another 2-2, a curveball flown to deep left. Tate going back at the track, but he runs out of room. Ball has a home run. It's 7-1 Swamp Bats. Petteruti hung it, and Ball, who hadn't had a good pitch to swing at all day, takes full advantage. The Swamp Bats add 2 more runs. They now lead it by 6. Ball gets a hero's welcome as he returns to his dugout. A smile from ear to ear. That's the first time he's gone yard in 2019. The monkey falls off his back. Now his Stetson teammate Andrew McNeil bats with no one on base. Things are going from bad to worse here in the middle innings for the Mainers. Already 7 Swamp Bats runs, and they're still looking for more. Petteruti remains in the game, takes a deep breath, and starts off McNeil with a high fastball. You can see, for those of you watching on the Patriot Subaru Mainers radio network, on the NACBL broadcast network, Petteruti's body language starting to take effect after he's not hitting his spots. His 1-0, another fastball. McNeil fouls it away, 1-1 count. Over the course of the last 13 full innings of play, the Mainers have shown their frustration with Jesse West's strike zone. Pitchers have felt like they've been getting squeezed, and hitters have felt like they're getting called out on pitches that miss. Petteruti comes back to the rubber. McNeil chops a 1-1 pitch to Elliott Curtis at first. The throw to the pitcher covering is offline. McNeil has a single on what is normally a routine play. Another Mainer miscue. The third Swamp Bat to bat this inning has reached. Now there's a runner on for Ryan Hogan. The former Mainer yet to record a knock in his return to Goodall Park. Does have 1 run scored after a hit by pitch in the second inning. Ever since the Mainers scored to open the game in the bottom of the first, Keene has put up 7 unanswered runs, and they lead it 7-1. A look to first, Petteruti's fastball against Hogan sails up high, 1-0. Hogan ahead of the count once again, looking to continue this Swamp Bats rally. McNeil taking quite a few steps off first. Curtis holds him on. The 1-0, another fastball, misses upstairs, 2-0. Still no action in the Mainers bullpen as Petteruti showing signs of fatigue in his third relief inning. Curtis holds McNeil off first once again. The 2-0 lifted to left field going into the corner. It drops and will get all the way to the wall. McNeil speeding around third. He will try for home. The throw will not come. It's another hit for the Swamp Bats. This one an RBI double off the bat of Ryan Hogan. The score now 8-1. Just as they've done all season long, the Swamp Bats are hitting everything in sight. And Pat Petteruti, an unfortunate victim, as his magic starting to fade in inning number 5. Before Matthews comes back to the plate, a meeting between Jack Van Remortel, the third baseman, and Casey Buckley, the catcher, with Petteruti. Gary Calhoun, who coaches third base, relaying some signals ahead of Matthews' third at-bat. He's the 5th up in the inning for the visitors. The previous 4 have all reached on a walk, a hit, or otherwise. Matthew led it off with a base on balls. Kyle Ball homered him in. Andrew McNeil then followed up with an infield single, and Brian Hogan's double scored him. He now stands off second. David Matthews takes the fastball off home plate. Casey Buckley able to stay in front of it and keep his catching counterpart at second. DiMartino holds the runner. Pederudi's 1-0, a fastball well high. Matthews crouched a bit as the fastball matched his head's position as he gets ahead 2-0. Pederudi going right back to work. The 2-0 fastball catches the zone. A nice frame from Buckley convinces West to give him a strike. Still David Matthews working ahead. Pederudi trying to slow down this rejuvenated Swamp Bat offense, but David Matthews drives one to deep right center, going over his Shane Marshall. He makes the catch. Hogan can't tag as he went halfway. He anticipated a long double, but Shane Marshall shows off his range, and finally the first out of the inning is recorded. Swamp Bat still threatening with the potential fourth run of the inning standing on second base. Mitchell Golden, who recorded a double in his last at-bat, would get another run in with a repeat effort. Hogan increases his lead off the bag. Golden swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. After that last out, Pederudi looks like he's regained his confidence. Caught that ball from Buckley with some swagger. His 0-1, a fastball over the glove of Stock. No, he made the catch. He dropped it on the transfer. It does go down as out number 2. An athletic play from the future Yukon Huskies. Score that in L4. For those of you keeping track at home, 2 quick outs by the bottom of this Swamp Bats lineup. But with David Bedgood due up, the job's still not yet done. Even if Stock had the ball ready to fire, seemed unlikely that he would catch Hogan napping off second. That's neither here nor there, as Pederudi just a pitch away from ending this fifth. Hogan not being held on at second, he increases his lead as Bedgood takes strike 1. The first 4 batters of this inning for the Swamp Bats reached. 3 of them scored, but Pederudi has returned to his previous form, retiring the last 2. His 0-1 fastball can't find the zone. 1-1 on Bedgood. The move up to the top of the order has had mixed success today. He's 0 for 2, but has a walk and a run scored. A look to Hogan, the 1-1, a curveball fouled off by Bedgood, a check swing, and he just made contact. Pederudi looking for the strikeout to end the fifth. Pitcher taking his time. Readjusts his glove on his right hand. Now comes set as Buckley gives him the pitch selection. A short look at Hogan. The 1-2, a curveball in the dirt, trying to get Bedgood to chase, but he held up. Count now even, 2-2. Pederudi still could have one more waste pitch to play with. Swamp Bats lead by 7, but one swing could make it 8. The 2-2, a grounder up the middle. Stock raging behind second base. His throw to first is not in time. Bedgood beat it out, and the Swamp Bats have another hitter this inning. Runners on the corners for Kevin Welsh. Looked like Pederudi broke Bedgood's bat, and the decreased speed of the baseball didn't give Stock enough time to make a clean throw to first. The Tulane player showing off his speed. You don't see that too often, as he usually wows you with the bat. Kevin Welsh, the 8th batter to hit this inning, looks at ball 1. Still yet to put a ball in play. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout. He waves the bat over his shoulder. Pederudi with the glove at the M of his jersey. A 1-0 slider misses below the zone. 2-0. Welsh has done this all night long. He's gotten ahead of every single count. His plate discipline on full display. Bedgood leads off first. Hogan off third, the 2-0 outside. 3-0 on Welsh. A walk would load the bases for Will Wagner. Petteruti readjusts his jersey as he contemplates his 3-0 pitch selection. Now he has it. The pitch on its way, a fastball below the knees, ball 4. Welsh walks for the third time this evening. The sack's full for Will Wagner. He's already batted with the bases loaded once, and he burned the Mainers with a 3 RBI double. Now C.J. Suarez out to talk to his young left-hander. That ends the night for Petteruti. Nick Laster will enter from the pen to get the final out of the 5th when we return on the Patriots